We're going through Galt right now. This is west. Okay. It's coming northbound. Helicopters. There are two helicopters. This is northbound in Galt. I don't have the exact streets for you because it is such a highly fluid situation right now, but we'll get that for you as the maps update for us. But now we are turning back to the east now, so we're going eastbound through the northern end of Galt. That possibly is Twin Cities right there, but I'm not absolutely certain. This car is moving at an incredible rate, probably about the fastest rate of speed I've seen in a high-speed chase in all of my time with Livecopter. You see, tried to drift that corner, almost lost it right there, but we are now southbound again through Galt, and with the recklessness of this person, I am really hoping that this does not turn into something tragic. Looks like they're trying... Looks like exactly what you're seeing. That looks like northbound. John, are you seeing that? Northbound 99 again. At ourselves 100 miles an hour, and this car is kind of outpacing us. We're just coming up on Lodi Airport, so I'm actually looking around right now to make sure that there aren't any airplanes in that pattern at all. The police helicopters crossing over Lodi Airport as we speak. So I'm going to make a couple of aviation calls here just for safety, and then I'll be back with you. It is definitely over that. I'm going about 110 in Livecopter right now, and they are still outpacing us. So I'm going to kick our speed up another notch, see if we can't get up to 120 miles an hour as we approach the north end of Lodi on southbound Highway 99. Once again, yes, they're exiting Lodi. We can see a CHP car just past there, and I believe that they're just going on that road parallel right now, so it's possible CHP might be closing in on this person, and when they get off like this, it's a little bit easier for them to possibly get some spike strips down, but at the rate this person is moving, evidently a very desperate person to get away from the police at this point. Now they're getting back onto Highway 99 once again, moving southbound Highway 99 right through the middle of Lodi. Right, he just caught a little bit of the sand on the side, went off the road a little bit, so it's, you know, now that I'm seeing how fast they're going, I don't think we had any problems with the tires there. There was probably just a little bit of dirt. Now we're getting pretty far behind. We don't want to let them in on the fact that they're being followed by helicopters and all to make them do something even more desperate. So we're still about a mile behind this car, and we're using that great camera that Livecopter 3 has to stay with this desperate person as they move southbound on Highway 99 through Lodi, taking a lot of chances and moving, apparently to me, well over 100 miles an hour. that, they're getting all of that roadway dirt and dust that blows up there. So nothing wrong with their tires as fast as they're moving here. Looks like they're trying to get off the freeway again right here in the northern end of Galt. I was trying to see that sign right there to see if I could... 8 Mile Road, is that what that was? So actually, we're right into Lodi right now. And again, they're just taking those big chances with other people's lives at this point. And now we're going to lose the camera just for a second because they crossed back under us as they went northbound now off the north end of Lodi, northbound on Highway 99. So they're taking this right back towards the Galt area. I'm going to make a pretty steep turn here, John, and we're going to get back north now. I'm pedaling as fast as I can. All right. Well, we're actually coming right back up near Laguna where this all began, and we're still falling a little bit behind. I've got live copter just kind of maxed out here at 110 miles an hour, and that person is still outdistancing us. Not outdistancing the sheriff's helicopter, not outdistancing the CHP helicopter. Theirs are a little bit larger and faster than live copter. Another car, so running away from the police it doesn't just hurt the person. So there's Calvine, they're getting off right there, and we've been seeing this happen quite a bit where they get off, they try to reverse what they're doing, trying desperately to lose the police, but that just isn't going to happen. There are too many CHP vehicles and aircraft following this car right now. That's going to be eastbound right there on Calvine. Miles an hour, so very, very dangerous in Elk Grove right now as this desperate person tries to outrun law enforcement. Absolutely. And, you know, look, they just keep blowing these stop signs, and at that point, at some point, that person is just going to blow the wrong stop sign, and they're going to end up crashed into somebody. He's bailing out of the car right now. So two suspects have bailed out of the car. They're starting to run southbound on this street. I am not seeing how close the patrol units are. They're kind of behind me right now, but they split up. They're running in separate directions. So we're going to stay with the one that we can see for now. That looked like the person we were seeing running just a little bit ago, and now they're just walking casually, and it already did. There they are, CHP moving in on that one person, so we're going to move live copter around here so we can see that they've moved in. So they were definitely following with their aircraft while we were following and showing you these scenes, so that at least one person we had been following is apparently going to be arrested right now with CHP. Right, we're seeing the K9 unit right there at the intersection. We know we lost them behind the house, but we had seen that suspect. There's the suspect on the ground with the CHP motor officer at this point in time. Now, we noticed there were two that had exited that vehicle, and we weren't able to see the other one. We were able to continue to follow this person because they pretty much just came towards the helicopter at that point in time. But I am really, really relieved to see that this has ended this way and not with a traffic collision on the freeway. We're on it.
Live Copter 3 picked up the chase just after 6:30 in Galt. This black SUV tearing down the road. Moments later, we see the driver racing past other cars and blowing through stop signs. Early on, it became clear nothing was off limits. Watch here as the driver goes right onto the sidewalk to get around obstacles. Minutes later, as the SUV heads onto southbound 99, it zooms down the shoulder, passing everything in sight.
Live copter is actually moving right along at ourselves 100 miles an hour, and this car is kind of outpacing us.
With traffic relatively light, the driver continues to weave across lanes.
And all that needs is for someone that's not watching their rearview mirror to pull out the wrong way.
As the driver cruises through Lodi, he gets off the highway with CHP not far behind. Moments later, it's right back onto Highway 99, this time headed north towards Sacramento. It's tricky driving and even trickier work by our photographer, spinning the camera around. As the chase continues toward Elk Grove, the driver gets farther and farther away from Live Copter 3.
So I'm looking at them probably going 125 or better.
And when the driver exits at Calvine Road, he doesn't slow down much, making his way toward a residential area and then tearing down neighborhood streets. Finally, after all that, the SUV just stops in front of a home. The two men inside get out almost casually at first before finally trying to hide. Or were they trying to hide? Because seconds later, one of them is spotted again, casually walking. And he keeps on walking until he comes face to face with officers.
There's the suspect on the ground with the CHP motor officer,
who then make the first of two arrests.